Let's understand bidirectional filters in Power BI. So inside Power BI, we can create both direction filter, as you can see this symbol here of both the direction. These directions can be through the primary key table and the foreign key table, or we can say this can be from the lookup table to the directional or the data table, and the data table to lookup table as well. Through these bidirectional filters, we can able to achieve more flexibility for filtering the data, but sometimes it may be problematic when the data is huge, so it's not always suggestive to use the bidirectional filters. So let's go to Power BI and see these filters in live action. So this is our Power BI model. Inside the model, you can see this is our territory lookup, this is return data, and this is sales data. So this is our lookup table, and these two are our data table or fact tables. So if there is one direction only between these two tables, if I go and click here, and then you can see the edit relationship menu opens, and that asks for cross filter direction. So right now this is a single direction. If we click on both directions and save it, you will be able to see that the both direction symbol would be shown here. As you can see right now, the both direction is showing. After this both direction is showing, let's go to our table view and see, instead of table view, let's go to report view and see what happens after this both directional filter has been created. So in our data here, you can see, if let me just remove the filter first. Yeah. So if we go to our territory lookup table, the unique primary key here is sales territory key, and if we select that, the data using the sales territory key would be shown here, as you can see. So the sales territory key is showing, our total quantity is showing, our total return quantity is showing, and that is fine, because both the tables, that is a sales data table and return data table, are connected through a primary lookup table, which is the sales territory key. Now instead of sales territory key, if we go and select our key, primary key, I can say, from our sales data, then let's see what happens. Right now there is a bidirectional, I can say, filter created. So we go to our territory key here, and we just drag and drop it here, and you can see that there is some problem. Territory key is showing here, order quantity is showing correctly, but return quantity is not showing correctly. Why this is happening? Because if we go to our model view here, and you see that we have created a bidirectional filters to this return data, not to the sales data. So when we selected the territory key from here, this filter cannot go upwards. This cannot go upwards and bring the data. So right now this is showing incorrect value. However, if we go here to our report view, and instead of territory key, let's select our return data and bring the territory key from return data, and let's just put it here. Now you can see this is showing the correct territory key, correct order quantity details, and correct returns detail. However, there is another problem with that. Using the return territory key data, you can see only the territory 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are showing. The territory key number 2, 3, 5 are missing. So these territory keys are missing. Why this is happening? Because inside the return data, inside the territory number, I can say this one, 2, 3 and 5, there has not been any return. So if there was no return and we selected these territory key which are having the returns, which are territory key number here, which is 1, 4, 6 and so on. So what Power BI did, Power BI took the territory key 1, 4, 6 and so on and did a reverse filter from here, and those territory keys were shown here. Now 1, 4, 6 territory keys are here, and from that it fetched the quantity details for those 1, 4, 6 territory keys, which are showing here, which means that when we are using reverse filters, or I can say both side filters, the data may be fetched correctly. However, this is not a good practice because it may bring not complete data. Now let's do one thing. Let's remove this table details from here. So let's click on the relationship again, and instead of both, let's make it single again. And this time, let it get loaded, and let's this time create a both side filter or cross filter between the sales table and the lookup table. Now there are both side relationship here. If we go to our report view again, and let's remove the territory key, let's go step by step again. So let's go to our territory lookup table first, and inside that we are having sales territory key, and if we select that, all the order quantity and return quantity is showing correctly for because this is the lookup table. And when we remove it, so we remove it from here, and when we select the data from return data, so we select the territory key from here, and when we put it here, you can see order quantity is showing incorrect. Why? Because the territory key is selected from return data, and right now the return data is not having any cross filter. So if we select the territory key, it cannot go upwards and sit in the above table. So this is showing incorrect data. If we go to report view again and remove the territory key from here, and let's go and select our territory key from sales data. So we go and select the territory key from here, and you can see this is showing absolutely correct data. Why this is happening? Because inside our sales data right now, all the territories are having any kind of quantity sold. So all the territory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, every territory is here, and when that is here, this cross filter context is bringing all those territory to above, and from here all those territory 1 to 10 are getting the returns data going below, because it can go below using this filter. I hope you understood this cross directional filter. However, it's always advisable not to use these filters from the fact or these data tables. Instead of that, use the filters from the primary key table or the lookup table, which is containing entire list of data. I hope you understood this, and thank you so much for watching.